guys, I had a lot of fun with my 10 memorable death scenes from horror movies. I did one from non-horror, and so now I thought I would do an animal version. I am a huge animal lover, and I find that those are actually the most upsetting deaths to me in movies. Number one, Artax from The Never-Ending Story. And I guess you could make an argument that the horse ends up living, comes back to life, whatever. But when it's happening, it is the worst thing ever. You have Atreyu trying to pull Artax out of the swamp of sadness, and he is just sinking into the quicksand. And I first saw it when I was in elementary school, and one of my teachers, had us watch it, and I was inconsolable at my desk. It has burned itself into my memory. I actually made a video about this. Number two, the dog getting strangled in Humanoids from the Deep. The poor golden retriever is just, he does not stand a chance against that humanoid, and it was shocking. And then come to find out, there are just multiple dogs dying. Number three, Lester from Halloween. I always hope Lester will just escape somehow, but I do love the scene because the way that they got the dog's leg to relax is really interesting, because it does convey a sense of reality, but it's not really happening. Number four, the snake from Friday the 13th. I, for years, thought that this was a fake snake, that was like an animatronic snake or something, and then I found out that it's real, and it just upsets me so much that they would kill a snake for a movie. I see no reason to do it. They could have used a fake snake. I don't know. I can't even watch that scene anymore. I just tend to not look at it. Then we have number five, Old Yeller. That movie destroyed me as a child. I cannot even describe how horrible the scene where not only did Old Yeller have to die, but Travis is the one who did it. It was just, it ripped my heart out. It was awful, and even now, it's just thinking about it makes me sad. I have not watched it in a long time, but it's just awful. Awful. Number six, the baby shark in Jaws 3D. I loved that they captured the shark. I thought it was cute. I thought, the fact that they were nursing it to health was perfect. And of course, it then just goes belly up and dies. And Kay, poor Kay, she's worked so hard, and they shouldn't have put it on display so soon. And she dives into the tank and tries to save him, and it's too late. Number seven, the horse that dies in the ring. I watched this movie in the theater. The whole time I'm just like, bitch, get away from the horse. If you get away from the horse, it'll be fine. Quit trying to be friends with it. What are you doing? You're obviously upsetting it. And that just really bothers me because it was unnecessary. She could have totally gone to the other side of the boat, and the horse would not have broken out of its enclosure. So yeah, you have that dramatic scene where he jumps over the edge of the boat, and you don't see it happen, but then all of a sudden you see the propeller and then blood. So know what happened. The horse died. Number eight, Sparky from Frankenweenie. Poor Sparky. It's very emotional when he dies the first time, and then he's resurrected, and he dies the second time. Second time! 2 times in one movie. And yeah, again, the dog comes back, but it does not negate the fact that the death is terrible and emotional and really gets you. Number 9, Littlefoot's mom in The Land Before Time. I hated the fact that Littlefoot got his mom into a situation where she had to fight the Sharptooth. I mean, what a little brat. And yeah, that death was pretty brutal, and obviously traumatized Littlefoot. And then, when he sees his mother in the little star leaf and all that stuff. It's such a crazy concept for a children's movie. This dinosaur got his mother killed, and now he has that guilt with him, and he has to, it's some heavy shit to deal with when you're a child. And number 10, we have Mufasa from The Lion King. I also saw this one in theaters, and I was horrified. Horrified. Not only does Mufasa die, but he is murdered by his brother. He falls from a huge, huge cliff, and he gets trampled by wildebeests. And all of this is in front of his kid. So that was terrible. That was just gut-wrenching and unexpected and probably a little too much for a kid. I will give an honorable mention from The Fox and the Hound. Chief, when he is on the railroad trestle and he falls off, that to me felt like a death. That was the first movie I ever saw in movie theaters. They re-released it for some anniversary thing, and I was really little. I was really, really little, and that scene, even though it wasn't a death, it had the impact of it being a death because you didn't know that the dog was alive. And in reality, the dog is not going to survive that. Come on. Especially with only a broken leg. So, yeah, that's my honorable mention because it's not really a death, but it felt like a death to me as a child, and it really probably should have been a death. So there you have it. Let me know down below which movies traumatized you with their killing of animals. Have a spooky day.